Hey, here's a quick video on how this short shifter gets installed. This is the Bevinzi one on eBay, but I think it's a copy of the 4H or MTech one. So basically, you have, this is the counterbalance weight that sits on the other side of the gear shift selector. So these bolts right here go through the gear shift selector arm. Here, let me show you. It'd be easier just to show you. It's very hard to see, but here's the gear shift selector arm right here. You can see the ball where the cable would attach. So you can see the holes back in there. There's two of them, but the counterbalance sits on the underside of, on the underside of that, and the bolts go through. This shifter adapter sits on top, and so it moves the ball to about right here, I guess, somewhere in here. But it sits on top of this thing. It sits on top of that arm. It goes through the holes in the arm and then attaches down into there. So the gear shift selector arm goes here, and then the bolts go through and they go down into this thing, and they hold the counterbalance there. And then the whole thing sits on top of the gear shift selector, and you just reattach the cable to that. And that's how it goes. This was very difficult to get out. These bolts, there's no room to turn them, and it was a huge pain. It took me like over an hour to get these bolts out because there's no room, and I couldn't use any real tools. I just had to use a ratchet and go one click at a time. It was terrible. All right, hope that helps. Bye.